It is time for a World Championship final edition of Studs and Duds. Last week I chimed in with myself, but there's only two teams left in the final. I did. I picked my own studs. I picked my own duds, but
how'd that work out for you?
I was not great. I was overstepping my bounds, and now I'm just going to leave it to the professionals here. So Phreak, Mr. Knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Studs and duds. Who are they and why?
So big stud for me. SKT's top laner Marin. I think he came in a little bit underrated coming to the World Championship. To me, whenever I rate a player, I rate more than just their in-game performance, but what they bring to a team, either off the rift or sort of shot calling-wise. And Marin, team captain, I mean, SKT is undefeated largely because of him. His shot calling is absolutely great. Plus the fact that he's like statistically the best top laner in the tournament by most measures. Highest CSD at 10, highest CSD at 20, you know, top 3 in terms of damage and whatnot. So I mean, this guy is just absolutely incredible. Meanwhile,
anything he can't do.
Marin, to me, Marin is probably the best player in the world, and that's what I'm going to go thrust with this one. Is that Marin is so good? I think he's actually, as a total package, to build a team around, Marin's the guy. Dud, Yellow Star. Speaking of building teams around a person, I mean, to be fair, he got Fnatic top 4 at Worlds, but in terms of semifinal performance, Yellow Star got 3-0'd. He's one of the big voices on the team. The team tilted off the face of the earth in Game 3 and played terribly. The fact that Game 1, Fnatic were so far ahead and then threw it off some bad team fights. Game 2, they came back from a big deficit. Okay, props to that one. And then in a game that was still winnable, once again lost in bad team fights. And you know, he's getting the clutch calls right most of the time, but as your competition gets better, 1 or 2 mistakes is enough to lose you the game. And so Yellow Star, as a big voice, not leading the team well enough, is my dud.
Yeah, I think that's fair. It's hard to hear as a European, but the truth is often harsh. Deficio, I know you were gushing about some of the support plays from the semi-final, so your studs and duds.
Stud has to be Gorilla. Obviously, beat Yellow Star 3-0. Also one of the big voices on the Coup Tigers. But I mainly like the fact that Gorilla and Hojin together are like the backbone when it comes to setting up these very, very, very smart counter plays Coup Tigers have, always been able to read where's the action going to happen, how do they counter it. I think Gorilla has shown a fantastic champion pool. I hope he even plays like Vega support in the final. Potentially he was the guy who got it nerfed in the first place. This guy can do like everything. He's a strong laner, he's great at roaming, he's fantastic in team fights. So I think he's like the total package. And I would honestly say he's the best support in the world right now. So judging from semi-final, judging from the rest of the tournament, he's my stud. Shout out to Smep. I mean, we have to do it. The guy was amazing, but it was too easy to take him. You know, everyone else will have him as a stud.
You're not allowed 2 picks here.
I'm just saying, it's a shout out. Shout out. Everyone else had Smep as a stud.
Did you read the rules?
I took come on. He took.
So hashtag Deficio lose can't even follow the rules.
I don't think we're supposed to vote for this.
No, I don't.
I'm now cutting you off, and you didn't tell me who your dud is.
My dud is Reignover, and
wow, picking a Fnatic.
I know, but so Reignover. If you look at the first 15 minutes, I'm like, MVP. Wow, what a great performance in the games against Coup Tigers. Such a good start in the early game. However, whenever Fnatic had to make a play after 15 minutes, he was the guy in the front, setting up the play and failing the play and taking the wrong decisions, like the tower dive from Game 1. I think I'll probably rewatch that like 10 times now, and I still cry. 17 minutes in, tower dive in the bottom lane, 5 versus 5, and he flashes in under the tower to take down an Alistar. Come on.
Well, unfortunately, it did not work out. So we've heard our studs and duds, and I think it's about time to look back at those semi-finals.